Welcome to your reading, Taurus, for September 2020. This month I'm using the Tarot Arcanum. Please give us clear messages for Taurus for September 2020. Taurus, September 2020. These will be reversals. Taurus, September 2020. We have Judgment, Nine of Wands, the Chariot. We have the Sun, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. Make sure I have all of these so that you can see them. I think that's good. Okay, so interesting, we have the Seven of Swords, or sorry, the Two of Swords. We do have the Seven of Swords here as well, but in the center we have the Two of Swords, and we have the crossroads, and we have these two swords, and one is pointing up to judgment, and one is going in the direction of the Chariot. And in the center we have this figure standing, the Nine of Wands, someone who has a lot of experience, someone who is very protective of what they have grown in their life so far, what they have built so far. We see him guarding these 9 wands. It's a bit of a defensive energy, but it's someone who is willing to continue on. He's not willing to give up. He's come this far, and now he is protective of what he's gained, the knowledge he's gained, the experience that he's gained. This is the not giving up card for me, because we're almost at the 10 of Wands. We're almost at the finish line. And we have the Judgment and the Chariot on either side of him. It's almost like he's looking at this Judgment card, making this judgment call to give it another shot, to perhaps see it from another angle, to have this rebirth of something that he has already built and already spent so much time on. He's making this judgment call to move forward with the Chariot in a very aggressive, powerful way. I think he's going to use all of the knowledge that he's gained here with the Nine of Wands and give it another shot. Whatever it is that you've been working on, don't get distracted, because I see both the Judgment and the Chariot as a very focused card. You see this sort of this angel blowing the horn, but the horn is very focused energy, almost like an arrow. And same as the chariot. The chariot is very focused, very much moving forward. With the sun here, it's a very positive outlook. Same with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is looking right at this Ace of Cups, this new beginning, this new inspiration, this new way of moving forward. And it's going to require perhaps not letting other people distract you. I see the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords as distracting energy, having other people's thoughts come in, other people's opinions come in, maybe even your own fears or your own wanting to try other things, wanting to experiment. Maybe you have a lot on your plate with these Nine of Wands. There's several things going on here, and I think the challenge is to maintain focus, to have a singular idea, singular passion, and to follow it through to the end, and to take action on something that maybe you have been building on for quite a while, and maybe your energies have been scattered here. Maybe, oops, sorry, the table just shook. Maybe you have a lot of people wanting to pull you in different directions here with the Seven of Wands, and I think your challenge is to take this one wand. The Queen of Wands is holding only one wand. She's looking at this new beginning, the Ace of Cups, to fend off distractions, either your own distractions, passionate, creative ventures that you would like to pursue, and focus just on one and seeing it through to the end, because I feel like you're almost done here with the Nine of Wands. You're so close. And it's a very positive outlook with the sun. I think that there's something coming in here that's very positive. It feels very, with the sun and the Ace of Cups, it feels very fresh and new and warm and creative and exciting. And it's going to drive you forward. It's going to get you out of this Two of Swords energy. Which way do I go? Making a decision to follow one path to the end and see it through. It's very promising, Taurus. Let's pull an oracle card for you for the Sacred Rebel. So I feel like that was very fast. It was pretty clear. I'm going to use the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. This is a brand new oracle deck that I just got, so I probably will read the messages from her book. What messages do we have for Taurus for September 2020? Taurus September 2020. Faith in the process. Number 32. That's interesting that we have, because I'm immediately getting this Nine of Wands, that, you know, you've come really far, and it's like, don't give up now, Taurus. You're so close, and you just have to have faith in the process that the sun is coming out for you, and there is this new fresh start with the Ace of Cups. But let's see what it says. It says, no matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't move ourselves along in the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. It goes on. Maybe you can read it. And there is a healing process at the end here. But immediately I'm seeing these, this first row here is really speaking to that message. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention. So I'm seeing this, right? We have this minor arcana. We have this man here, and he's flanked on either side by these major arcanas, these angels, these higher powers that have come in almost on your side to help you out here. We have the Judgment, and we have the Chariot. And the Chariot for me is always handing the reins over to your higher self and letting your higher self drive your vehicle, which is your body, your emotions, your actions, letting your higher self take over the reins and to drive you forward, and to give up possibly your smaller vision in order for a bigger vision to unfold here. Because the Judgment and the Chariot are big cards, and the Nine of Wands is like you have been working for a long time here and building something, and now it's time to use what you've built, but in a bigger way. So that's very exciting, Taurus. See, you do the healing process. It says, say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now through unconditional love, so be it. Taurus, that's your reading for September. Thanks for listening. Bye, Taurus.